Hopefully you guys can hear me. Actually, you probably hear me a lot. It's probably too loud, but we shall see. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So back, where was I here? So I am doing a live video. It's been a long time since I've seen you guys. And can you hear my voice at all? Because I don't hear it on here. Oh, here we go. And, can you hear my voice at all? Whoa, there we go. I don't hear it. There we go. We're back on. Okay, so let me just recap what I'm doing here. I'll check the chat in a second. So what I'm doing is I have 6 different cigars, and I'm using a blend that I have called the King James. It's based off of the Don Carlos cigar. Now, when you're blending your own cigar, I have quite a good variety of tobacco and a lot of good Dominican. So although you can't totally match a cigar perfectly, you can still get the general vibe. And I'm pretty happy with what I've come up with. So what I was looking for with the Don Carlos match of mine is just a nice kind of rich tobacco, earthy, a little bit nutty, like dark nut with a nice sweet kind of maple syrupy taste to it, essence. And I think I've done a really good job. So I've done a bunch of these, but what I want to do now is kind of make something along the lines of the God of Fire series, which I'm going to call the Dominus Pyra. So I've taken the same blend as these. I got 6 cigars, and I've got 3 different wrappers. One is a Dominican Corojo wrapper, similar to what the Opus X uses. And I'm going to wrap 2 cigars with that. That's what I'm using now. And that would be for my God of Fire very special wrapper, the KKP, because this is a pretty special wrapper. I only have 1 pound left of it. And it is just hard to get. Like, I've never seen it available anywhere else. It was just available for a short period of time. It's grown in the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic, which is a really fertile soil. I've also got some Ecuadorian wrapper, which I'm going to use to match the Aniversario God of Fire. And then I've also got a broadleaf wrapper that's going to be for my Series B. So I'm going to try each one of those, and I might have to tweak the blend to make it, the way I want, but that's what I'm up to. So let's start rolling, shall we? This is a really, really nice wrapper. It's really thin, not very veiny. It's got a good flavor. It's dark, pretty dark. It says a Scaro, but it's more of like a Rosado or Maduro Rosado. Ah, great. It's all where I live, it is so dry in the wintertime. That this wrapper was in case, and now it was moist, and now it's just cracking already. Since I've been fiddling with my video. Everybody asks what kind of glue we use. It's just a vegetable glue. Vermicol, I think. I just use a bunch of stuff that I've got left with that I got with my cigars. That is terrible. That is awful. Hey, 8-Bit. Nice to see you. Now this one turned out way better. That one looks kind of rough. This one, that's a difference. Like, I just waited like 5 minutes to adjust my video, and this wrapper dried out that fast. This one I rolled right away while it was moist. That's okay. These are just test cigars, so I'm not going to get too upset. I'll smoke this one first, and I'll let that one age. All right, yeah, I'm back. So yeah, I forget what your name is again. PNW, and what does PNW stand for? Everybody check out his channel if you're interested in cigars. He does a much better job rolling cigars than I do aesthetically. He's a real perfectionist. Me, I get the job done. Right now, I'm more interested in getting the blends that I want. And then once I get that done, which I probably never will, I'll always want to blend something new. Yeah, this stuff's so dry. Oh, Pacific Northwest. Okay, makes sense. This would be Southeastern Ontario. So SEO for me. Yeah, look at that. That one turned out. I was really happy with that one. This one, lumpy, bumpy. That's what happens if you don't have the right. It matters. PNW will tell you. Casing and taking your time is key to making a good cigar. $60 gauge? No, actually, that looks like a 60 gauge, doesn't it? That would be a 50. Well, let's see. Okay, here we go. We are 49.50. That's a 50 ring gauge right there, which is what my mold is. It's a 50. So that shows you it turned out good. Pretty happy with that. That's how I cut that. Yeah, no flags today. Just a single cap. My glue is really good glue, so I never really. I think a flag for me, I mean, it looks aesthetically super nice, but it's just one more thing to come unglued. Like me coming unglued. All right. Maybe this one won't look so bad once it settles. All right. So there we go. Whoa. We're going crazy. We're losing it. All right. Now let's get this set up here. There we go. Yeah, okay. So we've got our two Corojo cigars done. Dominican Corojo with all Dominican fillers. So that would be a Dominican Puro right there. So put that in the bag, label them later. Let's get on to our next wrapper. So we've got Ecuadorian Maduro. This is a really nice, it's actually more of an Ecuadorian Rosado, but it's nice and spicy. We need YouTube footage. What does that mean? Look at how wide that leaf is. Like I could easily do 4 cigars with that. And I'm cheap, so I'm just gonna cut this and I'll leave this for a binder for another cigar. So let's, now you wanna go, I'm going on an angle because I want it to roll perpendicular. If that makes any sense. Oh yeah, Christina wants to do lots of video when we're in Cuba. We'll definitely do that. Oh, I didn't see all the, I know what you mean now. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of like a Rosado, but it's classified as Ecuadorian Maduro. This is probably my favorite all-purpose leaf. It's nice and thin and strong and spicy, and sweet, but they don't make it anymore. So Yeah, I wish I could go to a factory when I'm in Cuba, but going to Veradero, and I don't think there's anything close, any farms that are close. Okay, this is very wrinkly. A mold. Let's grab one of these. Tuck cutter, that's what it is. One of these days, tuck cutter is one of those things where it's a lot of money for what you get. I mean, it's definitely something you should have, but you know, it's not essential, but it's yeah. I don't know why there's so much money. All it is a cuts your cigar to length, but they are. Thanks. Yeah, that mold. I love that mold. Honduras Craft. I hope he comes back because I want to get like a Lancero or a Cigarillo. Plus, I would like to get like a 44 or 40, no, 43 ring gauge, like the Esplendido Cuba cigars. I love that size too. Now, I usually do one test roll here, this, and then I unroll it a little flatter, and then I can see if there's any, I need to cut any more off the edge here, which I do. Roller, I wouldn't say I'm an amazing roller, but blender, I'm actually pretty impressed, although I put a lot of effort into it. I've wasted, not wasted, but yeah, I've wasted a lot of tobacco trying to get that perfect blend. Pizza cutter, oh yeah, pizza cutter, it's actually a fabric cutter. I have used this to cut pizza though, and it works pretty good. Well, I can roll the basics, but I'm not very good. I just rip that. Great. I'm not very good at doing flags. I'm not very good at entubado, but I make it work, whatever I do. Well, actually, I could roll entubado, but I'm so cheap. Like, not only cheap, but I can't get my tobacco to stay in case here, because by the time I get to roll it, it's just too crumbly or it's too wet, right? If that tobacco would just stay at the right moisture, then I could probably use it more. But I end up just making a mess trying to do it. So I usually just use the accordion method or my double fold. Now, if the double fold method didn't work for me, I would definitely try the entubado. But the double fold, like all my cigars burn up really good. I find it easy to blend because I know where all my tobacco is going. I can see it. I just got a good feel for it. My cigars usually are fairly even. Entubado looks cool, and it'd be nice to say that I'm doing what all the best rollers the way they do it. But I guess it's also cool to say I do it my own way too. I was at this place. Oh, you're lighting up a pledge? Pretty cool. I have had one, not the pledge, but one of a cigar from the same Carrillo, right? EP Carrillo. That was really good. EP Carrillo. What was I talking about before I interrupted myself? Remember? What I do is I kind of pinch it, push it, and twist it, so it gives me a nice flat cap. Not the best looking, but whatever. Okay, now we need something for a cap. I didn't leave anything for a cap. Maybe what we'll do is we'll cap it after I do my other one. So Intubado. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Let's just take something off of here. But anyway, so as far as blending, I have blended, okay, my favorite cigars that I've nailed blending-wise that I'm really happy with is I have one called the Panic, which stands for Pennsylvania and Nicaragua. And there's cigars that I like. One of them is called the Deliverance Nocturne. And the other one is the Diesel Unholy Cocktail. And they're Pennsylvania broadleaf wrappers with Nicaraguan tobacco. They're sweet and spicy. Now I have the Panic. I think I blended it's not exactly the same. It's my own version, but it matches that criteria. I like it just as much as those, if not better. This King James, which is based off the Don Carlos, I've nailed it too. I'm really happy with this blend. Oh, that wrapper is totally wrong color. It's too far at the end. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh my goodness. Well, that'll be my first one that I smoke for test. Yeah, see, the tobacco gets darker as you go down, so I should have taken it from here, but I want this for a binder, so. These were my good cigars that I would make sure that I did a better job. But like I said, this is just a test blend for now. Already getting crispy, so dry. Okay. So this is what's left of my. So I've got wrapper out of this, and then I got this much left. I'll save that and use that for a binder on a different cigar. So saving money, saving no waste around here. I could also use it for scrap cigars, but I'm not a big fan of scrap cigars. I usually save those for my buddies. Not that they're inferior. It's just I'm more interested in blending a specific blend. So although my scrap cigars are very tasty, they're not as interesting to me, if that makes any sense. Oh, look at that arm, buddy. Look at that bicep. Not the best bicep in the world, but considering it, that's just to show you that, yes, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm putting on some weight, getting my strength back. I'm actually hoping that I stay at this present weight. I'm normally at 180, and right now I'm at 155. So if I could stay at 155 and just continue to gain some muscle, that would be awesome. Okay. Yeah, man, last summer I was out all summer long from July 27th to October in the hospital. So painful. The worst part of it was, well, all of it was terrible. But the first 2 days when they wouldn't give me painkillers, my pancreatitis was bad too. And pancreatitis is like right up there with cancer, kidney stones, having a baby, getting a gunshot wound. And I was laying there for 2 days in the emergency, and they were ignoring me kind of because I think they thought I was just wanting pain drugs. It was brutal. You know what?